Beginning in child's pose, just letting your head rest to the floor, arms alongside the legs. And then bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, coming to cat arch, and then tucking the toes to take yourself up to dog pose. Hands meet the floor well, balls of the feet tucked under. Just checking the distance between your hands and your feet. Bending the knees to move your ribs towards your front thighs and straightening the legs again. So this is a series of standing poses. We just prepare by lengthening the spine, finding the breath and feeling into the body. When you're ready, coming down to kneeling, bringing yourself all the way up to standing. Giving yourself a moment. And then rising up onto the balls of the feet, feeling that the ankles lift evenly. And if it's too strong to hold the balance, then lowering the heels and rising once again. So either moving in and out of the balance or holding the balance. Turning towards the front and taking yourself into tree pose. So the sole of the foot touching onto the inner thigh of the straight leg, or perhaps it will rest onto the calf. And the arms wide for balance, or like a letter Y, or all the way into prayer pose. Finding a focus point for the eyes, dropping the weight down into the standing foot and balancing for as long as you feel stable. Coming back to Tadasana, finding your balance in Tadasana, and then bringing the other leg up, feeling into the hip. Best place for the foot to be placed, and then the arms wide or raised higher or into prayer pose. Allowing the eyes to settle on a still point. Connect to that stillness through the core of you and all the way down through your standing leg until you're ready to release from tree pose. Taking the feet wide. Checking that the heels are in line with each other, the feet are parallel, and the hands onto the root of the legs where the legs meet the pelvis, and you bend from here, coming forward to bring the hands down onto the floor. You see the dog doing his own yoga. Bending the elbows, moving the hands back, fingertips in line with toe tips and elbows moving towards each other as the head comes down towards the floor, not striving to make the head touch the floor, but just allowing yourself to breathe here and feeling the stretch up the back of the legs. Lift the kneecaps. Feel that the feet are very level to the floor, and to make it stronger, lift the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Press the hands into the floor. Shoulder blades lifting towards the hips until you're ready to come forward with the spine, and then one hand to the floor and the opposite shoulder twisting towards the ceiling. Top hand resting on the sacrum, turning the neck, turning the spine, hips staying still. Reversing, changing hands. Top hand to sacrum, top elbow and shoulder lifting, chest lifting and turning as you breathe. Feet keeping their grounding. Check that your knees feel okay. And then bringing the hands back down to the floor. Weight into the hands as you bring the feet towards each other. They come up to standing. Taking the feet wide. Turning the toes of the back foot in and the whole of the front foot turning out. Checking that your legs are secure as you turn your ribs towards the front, and then bending the front leg. Arms parallel to the floor, spine straight up from the pubis, and turning the face to look out along the middle finger of the front arm. Feeling the weight press down through the heel of the front foot, whole of the back foot flat to the floor, back leg straight. Long breaths as you hold this warrior two, strength and determination. Breathing as you straighten the legs, bringing the hands to the hips to turn the feet towards the front. So I show the other leg in the other angle so that you can see the alignment of the legs. Back foot turning in, front foot turning out, and as you bend the front knee, it goes in line with your second toe. So watch the knee, feel the knee, check that, and then the knee is above the ankle, so the weight drops straight down into your heel. Arms parallel to the floor, fingers stretching, palms open and face turning. So the ribs face forward and the arm, the outstretched front arm, level or along the leg. When you're ready, coming up, hands to the hips, feet to the front, and then stepping the feet together. Having the feet wider than hip width apart, bending the knees and curling all the way down to bring the hands to the floor. And feeling how it is for your legs, whether you want to keep the knees bent. Alternatively, you can hook the thumbs into the elbows and then straighten the legs as much as the legs allow. This is a hamstring stretch, not forcing yourself to try and straighten the legs inappropriately, but straightening to a place where you feel the stretch in the back of the legs. If the hands are to the floor, lifting the shoulder blades towards the hips and length on the back of the neck, soft around the jaw, soft in the tummy. Long, soft breath. Long, soft breath. Allowing yourself to be present in your forward bend. And then lifting the shoulder blades, lifting the collarbones and coming up with a flat back. And stepping the feet together. For Tadasana. When you're ready, stepping your right foot forward and your left foot back. And then lifting the back heel and bending the front leg. Bending the front leg to warrior one. Knee above ankle. Make sure that your stride is wide enough. Back heel lifting so your back leg can stay straight. And the arms can be wide or go straight up into prayer pose above your head. Feel the curve from your sacrum through your lumbar all the way up behind your heart, up the back of the neck. Finding a place for your arms which feels okay in your shoulders. As your heart lifts, pressure going down through your front heel to step forward to come out of the pose, to find Tadasana. And breathe. Letting the weight of your body drop down into your heels until you're ready to change legs. So the other foot forward, the other foot going back for a moment, the heel meeting the floor. And then lifting the back heel. Lifting the back heel so the back leg can stay straight as the front leg bends. And checking that the knee is bending in line with the second toe. Knee above ankle, protecting your knees. Both legs strong here. Tailbone strongly moving down towards the floor. Arms wide for your shoulders. As you curve the back more, lifting the heart. Finding a place for your head so the back of the neck is included in the back bend shape, but not just dropping your head backwards. The arms could go up into prayer pose above the head, if that feels okay for your shoulders. Stepping forward to Tadasana, placing the feet well, dropping the weight back into the heels, letting the arms hang soft as you find your breath. Long, soft breath. Long, soft breath. Stepping the feet wide apart. Taking a brick or a book. Something that you'll be able to rest your hand on in the balance if that's helpful. So legs wide apart, back foot turning in, front foot turning out. Trikonasana, turning the top ribs. Bending the front leg, bringing the hand to the brick, and then stepping the back leg in and raising the back leg up for Ardha Chandrasana. If you like, lifting the top arm up. So the whole of the rib cage turned towards the end of the room. Straight through your raised leg, flexing the foot so you have strength in this leg. Not holding the brick or the book with your fingers, but dropping the weight down the arm. Or perhaps the arm could reach the floor. And I'll show the other side from the other orientation. See the alignment. So back foot turning in, front leg turning well out. Shoulders soft. The arms come up. You side bend to bring your lower hand down onto your shin. Top arm straight up. Shoulders soft. And then from here, top arm down. Bend your front knee, hand to the floor, step the back foot in, and raise the straight leg up. If you like, raise the top arm up. So feeling the strength of your heel drop down into the floor, pulling back into the ankle joint. Fingertips resting to the floor and the whole chest turning and opening. Strength through the top leg, softness through the breath. Holding the balance for as long as you feel able. And when you're ready, coming down with control to find Tadasana. From Tadasana, folding forward to Uttanasana. Bringing your chin towards your chest. Releasing the hands down towards the floor. Bending your knees if necessary. Then folding the knees to come all the way down to the floor. One foot forward, one foot back to Parsvottanasana. Back heel meeting the floor. And if the back heel doesn't meet the floor, come down, move the back knee in a little and try again. Really important that both heels meet the floor here. Folding from the hips, not pulling yourself down, but allowing yourself to soften so that you lower gently. Gravity drawing you. Shoulder blades very gently lifting towards your hips. Softening your tummy. When you're ready, folding the knees down, taking the weight into your hands to change legs. Bring the back knee in, probably close to the front heel. And then uncurl the legs. And if the back heel doesn't meet the floor on this side, folding down again. So really taking your time to find the shape of the pose. Once the legs have found their shape, then moving the attention inside the body to the breath, to the softening of the exhale, the yielding to the pose, allowing yourself to move more deeply into the pose, not through effort and struggle and trying, until you're ready to fold all the way down, bringing yourself to semi-supine, lying on your back. Soles of the feet to the floor, knees pointing to the ceiling. Shavasana. Long breath. Long breath. Namaste.